channel. So today's video is all about protective styling, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this look, how I got these faux locks. I've gotten a lot of questions on social media. You guys have loved it. I have been on vacation for the last month, let's just say that, and I needed something to just keep my hair nice and protected while being stylish and cute, you know what I'm saying? So I opted for these beautiful faux goddess bohemian locks, crochet individuals, whatever you want to call it, sis, is what I did. So I'm going to be showing you guys the process. Of course, my hair is already done, so I had to take out a couple of the locks just to show you guys. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Y'all, first off, let me talk to you guys about the type of hair that I use for the locks and then for the goddess part at the end. So for the locks, I have two colors. I have blue and I have a dark brown black color. So for the dark brown color, I used a number 2, and this is the Bomba Dreadlocks Faux Lock Soul by bobbiboss. This is what it looks like, and of course I got it in the number 2. And then for the blue lock, I got it in the color T1B Blue. Hope you guys can see that. So these are the two colors that I used. All right, so both colors are 18 inches in length. Then for the hair, the curly hair at the ends, I actually used this bobbiboss, what is this called? Baby Soft multi-length crochet braids. It's like a value pack. So I used the lengths 10, 12, and 14. Let me show you guys this package. Okay, and in this I used the color 2 as well. So I really love the curl pattern of this hair. It looks so good on the locks. So freaking good. And then for the blue hair, you guys, listen. I had to improvise because I couldn't find the blue hair. And I don't even have the package for this hair, y'all. Literally, this is on tracks, but it is a shorter length. So what I did was I cut pieces off of the weft and I used that as braiding hair, and I did like a feed in as I was braiding my hair. It didn't give me much length, but it gave me enough to give me some blue at the ends. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna demonstrate how I did this using the rubber bend method. And as you guys can see, my hair is super short, okay? Very short on the sides. This is my tapered sides, and it's grown out since the 3 weeks I've had it in. I just took this one down so that I can show you guys. And yes, the rubber band method really saved me because all of these are individuals. These are not corn-rolled crochet braids. These are all individual crochet braids, which I was so shocked. So first off, I wanted to make sure that my hair was nice and moisturized, so I used a butter and an oil before I did this. And I also soaked my rubber bands in oil, okay? Just to prevent any breakage, I just basically took an oil and I just pretty much soaked my rubber band in that oil, rubbed it around really good, and just to make sure, you know, my hair didn't break off, okay? That was necessary for me, okay? One thing I will note is that these locks do expand, so I thought that they were going to be a little bit smaller than this, but once you start unraveling them and fooling with them, they expand. So my locks did turn out a little bit bigger than I had hoped, which is why it's so full on my head, but next time I will do larger sections. So I don't know if you guys know, but African Pride came out with a new line. It's called the Black Castor Miracle Growth Protection Formula Prep and Leave-In Moisture Butter. This is what I used all over my hair to just kind of keep my strands protected. Okay, this is a very lightweight butter, and if I feel my hair, it did feel moisturized, and I've had this in for about 3 weeks. But this butter is super duper lightweight. Okay, I feel like it kind of melts in my hair. It's like almost watery, you know? But it's very thin. It's a very thin butter, and what I was looking for was a thicker butter. But I have to say my hair didn't dry out. When I took this down, there wasn't any hair falling out. But this kind of like melts in your hair. It's almost watery, I have to say. So now I'm gonna take my rubber band and I'm going to rubber band this section. Now, one thing that I learned from doing it initially is to not take the rubber band all the way to the root. No matter how short your hair is, don't take the rubber band all the way to your root, okay? So I wrap the rubber band around, and as you can see, I left some room in my root so that I can actually crochet the hair through, hello, and then it won't be so tight. So I was just taking one strand of hair, okay? And if it wasn't long enough, I was kind of braiding it like this, having one short side and then the other long, okay? So that's how I will start my braid. I took my crochet needle and I crocheted this hair through, okay? All right, so I crocheted this hair through, all right? Just like that. Now I'm going to basically shorten one side, and I'm going to begin to braid using my hair as the third leg. And once I run out of my hair, I'm gonna grab some of the hair and just add it to my short hair. So I'm just braiding here as much as I can. Now I'm gonna grab some of that hair on the short side, well, on the short side, and just kind of add it to my hair and then continue to braid. Okay, you want to make sure that's nice and secure, because you don't, this is the vital part, you don't want your whole lock to come out because you didn't braid right. So I just go a little bit below my hair, and then I take a small piece of the hair, okay, and I wrap a knot around it just to secure it so that the braid doesn't come unraveled underneath the lock. So I'm just kind of putting it in a knot, tying it multiple times so that it's secure. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so I feel like that is secure. So the locks have a loop on top, okay? And we're gonna crochet this lock into the hair, all right? So I'm gonna take my crochet needle and I'm just gonna crochet it through. Attach the lock, turn the flap down, pull it through, okay? You don't have to pull it all the way through, okay? That's gonna cause some tension. So then I open the loop and I grab the braided hair and the lock together. Just like so. And then I pull the lock just to tighten, okay? So now we have two pieces of hair, and still, as you can see, you understand why you don't need to make the rubber band so tight, because when you're done crocheting everything in, it gets a little bit tight. So as you can see, it's not too tight where it's like, you know, pulling too much. You can kind of use your hand to kind of smooth it out if you feel like it's pulling too much. That's much better. But it's just nice and secure. So now I am going to open up the lock and I'm going to wrap it around this braid. You want to make sure you wrap in the right direction, okay, or else you're going to get something that is a bit of a mess. So I'm going to make sure I start at the very top and I'm just opening it as I wrap it, okay, just like so. And the more you open it, the thicker these locks be, honey. So I'm going to show you a trick on how to basically put everything together so it's not too thick and frizzy. So I'm just gonna keep wrapping down until I get to a point where I feel like the lock is long enough. And you can always take your crochet needle, drive it through the lock and pull this hair through, but I find this to be a lot easier because I always end up ruining the lock. I can never get it to the way that I like it. Okay, and then when I feel like I have wrapped enough, I am going to cut the lock. Okay, so I feel like I've wrapped enough. I have this much lock left and this much hair left. So I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm just going to taper the ends of this lock. Okay, by basically moving the scissors up and down. There we go. So I've cut the lock, and now look at that line of demarcation. You don't want that, so I take it and I rub both of my hands together just to secure the ends and make it look a little bit more natural. Okay, so that lock is done. Look at that. Nice and secure. Beautiful. Now, for the bohemian part of this, what I did was I took some hair. I took some of the baby soft hair. I'm gonna take my needle and I'm just gonna go a little bit above the lock, attach it, pull it through, okay? And the way that I crocheted this was I basically took one end and I pulled it through the loop, wrapped it around, pulled it through a couple of times, and then I just secured it. So that's what gave these locks so much fullness. And of course they've gotten old, and the older they get, the better they look. So as you can see, I've added hair jewels and things, but you can kind of see where I crocheted the hair in, the loose hair. So it's not all at the ends, it's throughout the hair to just give it some fullness. Give it that messy look, you know? So this is how I've been wearing my hair while I've been vacationing, and I've truly enjoyed it. All right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little how-to video of how I did my faux goddess bohemian locks. I am so obsessed with this style. Don't forget to check the description box. All the products that I use will be down in the description box for you guys. And let me know if you guys have any questions about the process. I'll be happy to answer them. Comment below with any questions that you have. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.